Hey guys, my name is Mentez Thompson Jr. and I will be coming to you eating BIRRIA tacos. And I'm just gonna talk about what I do, which is race. And if you've been watching the other YouTube videos, you know I'm the short guy, as some of y'all say. The guy that rides the two motorcycles, the Grom and the Z125 Grom and the Gixxer 1000. So yeah, I started racing about 3 years ago on my Z125 Grom when I was about 14. And yeah, my dad raced. My dad raced and still races now. He races professionally, so I always been around the racing crowd. And you know, I got big, some people say, I got big shoes to fill. So, you know, I mean, I like it. I mean, it's fun to me. It's more of an adrenaline rush than anything. I like the 1000 better than the Grom because, first, it's more horsepower. And I got a better chance of winning races heads up with the 1000 than I will the Grom. But the Grom is more fun to ride because you can move and groove with it and pop wheelies and do all that other stuff with it. It's just more it's like a more of a have fun type bike, you know what I'm saying, more than a competition bike. So that's why, if you're looking for something to daily ride and have fun with, I choose the Z125 Grom because it's so much faster. I mean, not faster, but it's so much easier to ride and so much fun to ride. It's way better than a Gixxer 1000 to have as a daily rider. Now I gotta say that I do have a lot of stuff planned for more videos coming next year. Have more planned in the racing atmosphere as I'm getting developed more and more with the racing. I'm planning on making, going to the next level with it. So I got a few things planned that you just have to stay tuned. I don't really want to speak too much about it, but I got some big things planned as far as racing, building, maybe even tuning the bikes and promoting. Like it was some things I wanted to do this year that I couldn't do because of the pandemic and coronavirus. Can't really move how you want to move. Can't really travel a lot like you want to, like we normally do during the race season. So this year was basically every race that you get to go to. Just have fun, really, because you never know. You might go to one race and they might lock us back down, and you just be back at square one again, just working on them. So like one of my things that I got planned that I'm going to just spill. I'm planning on, hopefully by the summer of next year, be running in this class called the big boy heavyweight class, where you got to be 200 plus. Which by next race season, I'm not trying to be 200. I want to be in the mid to low 100s. But if I can't, then I will try to run that big boy heavy hitter class, which you got to be 200 plus pounds to run the class. It's a pretty fast class for you to be 200 pounds and above to run that class. So I feel like it'll be a lot of competition. It'll be heads up racing. Whoever's the fastest bike wins. So that's what class I've really been looking at running. Plus with stuff I got planned, I plan on getting my name out there as an individual, so I can grow myself and build a legacy for myself. So I can have my own, as you could call it, business. See what I'm saying? Because I got one more year of high school. Then I'll be done with that, and I can do a lot more than what I want to do with being out of school when I graduate next year. So, yeah, back to the ground situation. I know some people was asking, maintenance wise, I'd rather choose the Z125 as maintenance, because you don't really have to do no maintenance to the Z125 at all, unless you just building it and doing just a whole bunch of stuff to it. You won't have to do no maintenance. All you got to do is change the oil every now and then and ride. Like today, I rode my Z125. I rode it all day, just jumped on it. And then it don't cost nothing for gas. I can fill that tank up $2 or $3. Spicy. I can fill that tank up $2 to $3. It'd be fine for like weeks. So you get way better gas mileage on that little bitty bike than you do, of course, a big bike. And it's really, really low maintenance on it. And plus, if you like a beginner rider, that's what I would use. I would use the Z125 to teach yourself how to ride. It's not that fast. Easy to learn, and yeah, that's what I learned on how to ride on the streetwise, because that really was my first ever motorcycle that had a clutch lever on it. And a clutch lever, you use a clutch lever on most bikes, on mostly all bikes. That's your main part of taking off, is using the clutch lever. Now I know some people shift, like they shift with their clutch lever, like they pull their clutch lever in and shift. I don't do that. I feel like all it does is burn up your clutches. So I just get out the gas, get out a little bit and shift and throw back in the gas. But your clutch lever is the main part of learning how to ride a street legal motorcycle. Now, I've been riding dirt bikes and four-wheelers. I mean, dirt bikes and four-wheelers since I've been 4 years old. I mean, that's all I do. I ride and work, ride and work. Work in the shop. After I get done working in the shop, have me some downtime, I'll go ride the dirt bike or something. But my thing is, if you want to be a racer, a good racer at that, you got to put in the work. That means you got to learn how to build your own stuff. Not saying that you can't take your stuff somewhere else and get it built, but you got to learn how to maintenance your own stuff. Maintenance your own bike. Test, practice. Practice, practice, practice. Like me, ever since I started riding big bikes, all I do is practice. Like when the season was in, every Saturday I'd be at a local track, racing, perfecting my craft, so that the only thing it's doing is making me better and better. So then when I go up against professionals, it don't faze me. You see what I'm saying? I don't get fazed by it. I don't get bothered by it. I don't get worried about it. Because all I'm going to do is, I know I've been practicing just like they've been practicing. I'm going to go out there and do my thing. Either I'm going to win or I'm going to lose. Now, I hate losing. That's one thing I do. I'm admit that's my pet peeve is losing. I hate losing. Like my mom and my dad and my team, they be like, you'll be alright. Like, second if I get beat, they be like, you'll be alright. You gonna get it next time. It ain't that big a deal. This or this and that. Man, I don't be caring. I don't be caring about none of that. I want to win. Because to me, it's easy to say, you gonna be alright. We gonna get them next time. This and that. It's easy for you to say that. But when you actually riding, it's a difference. And you know be close to winning. It don't sit it don't sit well with you. If you really passionate about it. Like me, I'm passionate about racing. I think about racing day, evening, and night. That's all I think about is racing. How can I do to get faster? What can I put on my bike to make it better? You know what I'm saying? That's all I think about is drag racing. Because I'm just so passionate about it. Like, we went to probably one of the biggest professional races of the season. Went to the second round of eliminations. I did. My dad went all the way to the finals in a different class. But I went all the way to the second round of eliminations in my class. And keep in mind, I'm running against a lot of, greats. Got beat. We was running on a dial lane, an ET dial lane. So that means, say for instance, if I'm running a quarter mile, and I run a 9:95 in a quarter mile, that's what I ran. Then that's when I'm a dial. If I ran that consistently or close to that, that's what I'm a dial in at. So I dialed in at a 9:95, and I ran a 9:92. So I ran faster than my dial-in time, so that means I got beat. And I was running against one of the guys that normally wins a lot of these class races. And I had him beat at the finish line. I just broke out. I ran faster than my time. So I was upset, Of course, you'll be upset. And they was like, you can't be mad, Can't beat yourself up about it. You run against one of the toughest guys in the game, and you gave him a run for his money, and you know you only 17. Man, I don't care. I don't be hearing that, because I don't care who you is. To me, I don't care who you is. If you line up beside me, I line up beside you. May the best man win. You see what I'm saying? And I got beat. And I wasn't satisfied with it. And of course, that was the World Finals. So, that's been picking with me from then on to now. And prior to the end of prior to the beginning of the next season. What can I do to get faster? What can I do to get more consistent? You know, what can I do to make myself better as a rider? To make myself on my bike more consistent. Because I want to win. I don't care about nothing else. I want to win. I don't want to take no losses. I don't see no losses, you know, in my book. Which you win some, you lose some. But I just got that mentality. I'm not losing. I don't want to lose. I'm not losing. At all. You know, it bothers me. I mean, but it is what it is. But I really want to get into, you know, the plans that I got of next year. But I really want y'all just to see the process and enjoy the process of what I got planned. Because I got some big stuff planned that, if all goes well, it should work out pretty good. As far as racing, building, like I said, tuning, and maybe promoting, you know. But next year, I know y'all know my dad is a professional rider. He been racing 15 years before I was even born. 16, 17 years before I was even born. So he's pretty good. He's pretty tough to whoop. I mean, you could ask any of these racers that he goes against. They're gonna tell you. You got your hands full when you mess with him. You see what I'm saying? So he's that good. But hopefully next time I'll be running against him. And maybe we might, you know, we on the same team. Maybe we might meet up in a race and hash it out. I feel like I'm going to win. Because I feel like one of my most dominant traits as a rider is my reaction time. And your reaction time is how fast you can leave. You know what I'm saying? Like who can leave first? And I feel like that's my most dominant trait. Because I have trained myself to leave him first every time. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. Like I trained myself to leave first on a bracketry. And then I've been training from middle to the end of this past season, I've been training myself on leaving first on a pro tree. And my dad, he kept, he be coming to me, after I make my runs, my test runs and stuff, and he be like, why you don't be practicing on bracketry? That's the class you be running bracketries. You've been running bracketries this season. Why you don't be practicing on that? Well, the reason I don't be practicing on that is because I'm trying to look ahead to what's to come. And in the near future, that's what I'm going to be mainly, you know, running on is poultry.